Yeah.
Okay. What's up, guys? Ben here, LTC. Here at the Dragon Ball tournament here at Dragons Den. Took first place with Soul Striker. But it's just the leader, Soul Striker. There's no other Goku.
It's OG leader.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's a blue-red GOTENKS. But I guess you can kind of consider it mono blue because I only bring out blue cards. Yeah. All the reds are just support pretty much. But yeah, so we got 6 packs for winning. We'll probably open those at the end.
What were your matchups?
I went up against U7, and then against another Soul Striker, but it was Gogeta Soul Striker, and GT Pan.
What was your toughest matchup?
To tell you the truth, they were both pretty tough. Just in different ways, just because the Pan pushes with that Goku, that triple strike, and you can't counter it. Not at all. I don't even know why you would try. But yeah, you can't counter that. That's what's so tough about him. And then the Gogeta, it's just you got to get around the deadly defenders. They're so tough.
Yeah.
But that's why you keep certain cards on your side. Yeah, but yeah, all in all, it was pretty tough. Universe 7 went down pretty easily. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this deck profile. I run 3 of the Isekai Keeping Watch.
I'll give it to. I'll activate it.
I only run 3 because you don't want. I mean, depending on what turn you go, what turn you start off on. If you go first or second, if you go first, you want to see that card. If you go second, then you really don't need it. Maybe later on in the game, but other than that, don't really want to see it too much. I run 4 of the Kibarashan Goten. It's just really good for pressure, and plus it puts the Goten back in your hands.
Right.
So, I mean, now you can use it on turn 2. Perfect. I run 4 Dimension Magic. Just because you're going to be tapping out a lot.
Yeah.
You're going to tap out and use everything in the deck, so you're going to be able to pull from your life. Because they're going to be attacking your Gotenks. Yeah. They're going to be attacking your GOTENKS, so you're going to want to save your GOTENKS. So it's just like they attack your leader.
Right.
So you can hurry up and awaken and then start untapping 2 and things just start getting really ridiculous after that. So yeah, 4 of those, definitely. Then I run 4 Sensu Bean.
Standard.
Yeah, it's standard, but the thing is that sometimes I draw into it and it's just... I just use it as energy because my leader untaps, and I have a whole bunch of stuff in here that untaps.
It's like super versatile in this deck.
Yeah, it's definitely your Swiss Army knife for low cost stuff. So just run the 4. I mean, I can actually bump it down to 3, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
Depending on what deck I'm playing.
Yeah.
It just depends.
It's always a good option to side out 1 at least.
Yeah, but if you get it early game, it's energy.
Yeah.
It's energy. Then I run 4 of the Unyielding Spirit Trunks. Another card that untaps energy. So, yeah, it's self-explanatory why you would run that in there.
Yeah.
And then 4 of the Keybrash Trunks. It's really good, especially if they don't have barrier and like it's a big card.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is pay 2, pull a life, which you want to do anyways because they're not attacking you. They're going to be attacking the GOTENKS, like I said. You bring them out, and then you pull a life, and you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and send it back to the hand. It's good for against anything big that doesn't have barrier.
Yeah.
And also, it's a 10k Trunks. Same thing with this one, 10k Trunks.
Can't go wrong with the 10k.
No, not at all. 4 super combos, just because you're going to be dropping cards from your hand.
Yep.
No matter what, you're going to be comboing. You're going to be sending Trunks and a Goten. Like you're going to get 5 in your drop area definitely before you get to 4 life.
Yeah.
So, and then you use these to push with your GOTENKS. And then here's the GOTENKS I was talking about. the quick thinking GOTENKS. For 2, he comes out, you draw 2, so you replace the 2 that you sent, and then plus every time that he attacks, you draw a card.
Yeah.
So it's kind of self-explanatory why you want to run 4, and you need to search these out.
Top of that, it has critical, right?
Yeah, and he has crit, so he's just a really good card. I use him in many different ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, for him,
Seen it all.
yeah. 4 of the Rising Energy Blast GOTENKS, just because you could just because he untaps 2.
Yeah.
You bring him out for 4, so he's basically for 2. As long as he doesn't get Mafuba'd, then
You're golden.
you're golden. Yeah, as long as you don't get Mafuba'd, you're gonna get cards back because you send him, you go get a Sun Goten and a Trunks Youth for free, and then you untap 2 energy, so it sets you up to play this guy again.
Yep.
And then depending on what's in your hand, you can even go and get other cards that help you search out. So 4 of those for sure. I only run 2 of these GOTENKS just because I don't find myself needing them. If I get them early game, I use them as energy, and I only use them against certain decks.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you want to put a whole bunch of cards back in your opponent's hand for them to out combo you? You know what I'm saying? You won't. It's just something that you want to like. If something's out there that's troublesome, you play him because he's 4, and then the leader's gonna untap 2 anyways.
Yeah.
So you play him and he's 4, and then you get rid of the troublesome card. If your opponent's tapped out, now they can't even use it to combo.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what you use it for. Other than that, he's energy. All right, so that's it for the blue cards. Now I'm going to get into a couple of other color cards that are pretty good in the deck. I run 4 of the Sun Goten, Family of Justice, just for the pop. And he's also a 10k Goten.
Yeah.
So it goes with the synergy of the deck.
Gets rid of the
Gets rid of,
blockers.
oh my gosh, dude. I can't tell you how many times I used 3 of these guys to get rid of 3 Yadrovi against that dang Gogeta.
Come in clutch, man.
It was great. And if not, then you just use them to discard for your other Gotens.
Yeah.
So, or your other GOTENKS.
So half of the time he's going to be used for the pop, though.
Yeah, it just depends like on what deck you go against. But I run 4 just because he's a 10k Goten.
Right.
So I'm going to be discarding him no matter what. And then I run 2 Leap to the Future Trunks and 2 Leap to the Future Sun Goten. Just because I run 2 of each to keep it even.
Yeah.
So that way, in case I have a GOTENKS in my hand, I can discard these 2 and still be able to bring out that GOTENKS.
Yeah.
But what they do, they both do the same thing, and what they do is you discard this card and another card from your hand, and you search out any GOTENKS with 25,000 power or less, which in this deck is any GOTENKS. So you can go search out this GOTENKS, you can search out this GOTENKS, or you can search out that GOTENKS. It doesn't matter. Whatever's not in your hand, just go get it.
So being how it's like super viable to search, would you ever bump it up to 3 or just keep it at 2?
I'd keep it at 2 because I had them at 4,
Right.
but I just ran into them way too often,
Yeah.
and the deck draws so much that you're gonna run into them.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep it at 4, but I keep it even so that way I can use both of them, just in case I don't have a 10k in my hand. And now I have 2 15ks, a 15k and a 15k.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're mainly just discarding them. I very rarely use these to go into GOTENKS. Next is 3 Champa. Just to combo well with the crits.
Yeah.
Because he's crit. You know, just to, and you're untapping, so you're essentially fueling your own Champa.
Yeah.
So, and he came in so clutch.
Yeah.
It's so clutch, especially whenever you pair it with that card.
Yeah.
And I just run one in the main deck, just because you're going to run into him. The deck draws so much, you're going to run into it. And if not, then you still have all this other attack power. By turn 4, you should be pushing for a game, no matter what.
And it has deflex, and
it has deflex, and it gains 5k for each card in your warp.
Yeah.
And then the last card in the deck, of course, is the flute. Just because you can easily use flute, pop back in hand, draw, swing, untap 2, tap 2, discard 2, play, draw 2. You know what I'm saying? Swing, draw another one.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I wish I could run more. You know, but what can I do?
It's just that good.
Yeah. And so that's it for the main deck. I only run a couple of side deck cards just because I haven't played through the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
So this is still an experimental deck. But I run three of the Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku just to get over defenders, just to get over deadly defenders, and the only ones you would side out for him are these 3.
Right.
Because they both draw, they both pay 1. It's just that this one's going to help you get over stuff. This one is more for in case
setting
you...
up, like setting it
Yeah,
up
exactly. Setting up first turn. But most of the time, you don't even want to really see these. So if you use these to push over those deadly defenders, it's going to be more... it would be more strategic for you.
Right.
Yeah. So there's 3 of those. And then I run 1 Mafuba.
Of course.
And that's just for super push heavy decks.
Yeah.
Just in case, like they're kind of like U7. I side this in for U7 so I can hit that Frieza.
Yeah.
So that way I can just crit myself for 1 and hit the Frieza, and now I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
And then 1 more of the Mira, just in case I go up against another really pushy deck. So that way now I can do it twice.
Makes sense.
I can do 1 early game and 1 late game, and then plus if I have Champa, I can hit with Champa with him and Champa with the other one if I bring it out.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. So that was deck profile. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.